Welcome back to the Belfield Show. This is your boy, Larry Belfield. Trying to go ahead and get involved in this warrior speech. So we're in the middle of talking about warriors and what the effect of Europe was on the Incas and the Olmecs, the original peoples of the Americas. So I really saw what had taken place. The connection with the East changed the indigenous people, from this, you see, to, we have so much to be grateful for. I believe that this is a lesson that should help us appreciate what we have and how far we've come as a society. What I have discovered is that the indigenous people of this continent lived a completely different lifestyle than us. Imagine waking up in a beautiful forest, rising up and seeing all sorts of beautiful creatures and all sorts of complex, wild, beautiful wildlife and trees and flowers, and you see fresh fruit hanging everywhere. And all you have to do is just reach out and grab it and eat. Then you rise up, you gain the energy, and you walk down to a calm stream, and you pick up gulps of water, and you down fresh, clear, pure water. And then you see the rest of your family, and you go together and you greet each other, and then you walk over a small hill into a valley of flowers where you'll sit and play and eat all day. And then when the evening comes, you'll walk into the edge of the forest, and you'll all climb a tree, and you'll make some sort of small nest, and you'll fall asleep there. And you'll rise in a tall tree above a gorgeous valley with all kinds of beautiful animals and complex life forms of trees and flowers and butterflies and little bugs and rabbits. And your day would continue on like that. You would do that so often some nights you would forget where you slept, forget where you've been. See? See, there's so much affecting these people in their world. The food, the animals, the temperature, and the tide. These people live by a different code. They are moved and gathered by the forces around them to keep them from staying in one place too long, overusing the land. You see, they're led by the Spirit. They go to and fro as nature shifts and changes. They travel from Alaska to Brazil unimpeded. The way of the East is so much different. The main point is that there are two different Indians in this land. Two different originals. Pre and post Middle East. As you can see in these photos, there is much change in the way of these tribes immediately after the church. This is because of what the church brought. Most would not believe that this is one of the chief tools to change the face of the earth. The loom. For all I have researched, I have found nothing that leads me to believe that we have learned a thing about the Incas. In actuality, in my research, it shows that the Inca were very capable of learning our way. However, we were never able to learn anything about them. We have some significant stories, some information about their leaders when we met. However, there's not much historical data. The way things seem is that the church is on a mission to help people. But the problem is when the East shows up in mass, they treat everything differently. See, they treat everything differently in the East. even the animals. See, they have a great deal of control over all of the animals of the world. See, when they come to the Americas, they see these great beasts and immediately start hunting and gaming. However, a great deal of our country's founding achievement have been to accept and respect the ways and traditions of others. Most hunting practices is all but gone, except for sport. See, we have no wild hunts, which are traditions in the East. But here we adopt our animals and let them live like us. Then we'll eat the old and dying. See, every time a group of English or French took out a herd of animals for money or profit, it has led to conflict. And because of those acts, by those men, we have strict and ongoing poaching laws that still are active and thrive to this day because of those actions. See, I believe that the originals had a symbiotic relationship with these animals. I think that they saw them as family, and when we poached their land and made a lasting impression that treaties and policies can't fix. Now, you can't have them come kill 200 people and they can't give us a piece of paper and say, we're sorry. Okay? Now, you go over there and kill 200 buffalo, and there's no piece of paper that you can say sorry. But we can make sure that it never happens again. But you can understand why we have conflict. What the East brought was the Silk Road and all this busy, hustling, bustling way of life. See, while never observing the Olmec way. In this last photo, I want you to see this how I see it. In our next episode of the Belfield Show, please join me where we go over a wise chief.